right, we done. Cut it.
Yo, welcome to the
𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕜𝕤𝕤 no big deal. Don't worry. Miss Cinnamon's in the building. What up, Miss Cinnamon? I see you joined our Telegram. Thanks for joining our Telegram. Anybody else? 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕜𝕤𝕤 no big deal. Don't worry. Miss Cinnamon's in the building.
the first and one and only Crypto Tales, where every block unveils from moonshots to fails, and every dirty tales is tale. From vet videos, games to rug pulls, we're here to break the scales. So tune in and let's tell your crypto tales. Welcome everybody, man. Appreciate
Guys, tonight we're going to take a deep look at the XRP XLM relationship. I ran across an amazing read that kind of ties into how deep. I mean, it takes me back to my era when I first got in crypto in 2017. Jed did not leave Ripple. He was assigned to Stellar. Jed McCaleb did not leave Ripple. He was assigned to Stellar, where you were told it was a falling out. But what if Jed McCaleb's split wasn't a breakup? It was a deployment. This is an amazing read right here too, guys. I'm telling you, there's so much deep information. It goes back to the early plans of ISO 2002, the IMF, BISWEF, which is what? International Monetary Fund, Bank of International Settlements. It's going to be an interesting show.
everybody for coming and gracing us with your presence. Shout out to everybody listening to us live. For those who's listening to us afterward, make sure you like, sub, and share the wealth. Stack those games, but don't keep it to yourself. So share with your people as Crypto Tells, man. Welcome everybody to the channel where crypto vision meets wild predictions. I'm here with CKJ Crypto News, also known as BuLLZiLLa, aka Mr. Staking and Baking, aka Dr. FOMO, and the undisputed king of the 100K calls. With nearly a decade in crypto trenches, CKJ has not only.
Did y'all hear Crypto Tell says CKJ has nearly a decade in crypto? I got nearly a decade in crypto. You can tell more. Oh my goodness, he's gonna bring all that in one show.
And this kind of market insight that's gonna come from years of research.
Good God.
And mastering the art of FOMO.
Dr. FOMO in the building.
So we here. Let's get it started.
Let's get it started. I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP XLM After Dark. XRP XLM After Dark. I'm just checking something. Dr. FOMO in the building. Hey, we're gonna run with that for now. I'll get this in a second. I'd like to welcome everybody to XRZiLLas After Dark. You guys can smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Welcome to the Saturday night stream. You see guys that just posted in the Telegram a few minutes ago. It's like, yeah, we're about to go live. On Saturday night, I wouldn't let you down. Because you know why? You know why? Ms. C, Anthony LeMaster, first member in the building. Do you know why? Tony. Do they call you Tony too, sir? XRZiLLas After Dark. Do they call you Tony or do they call you Anthony? But I know what they call Eric the OG. They call him a 5-year member. Woo! Eric. This is for you, sir.
Let's go over, redo it straight. Hey, hey.
AI Cat's on fire.
Look, hey, 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 hey. Look, cruising down the coast, top down, feeling fine.
Silver Days is a legend.
My crypto back strong, I'm just watching it climb.
And what'd you do next, Tails?
I just bought the dips.
And then what?
Trying to make my chips stack.
And then what?
Once I get my money up, it ain't
No looking back. I mean, crypto riding. Oh, watching my wealth grow. Never thought I'd see the day in my way.
Moves and millions when that crypto on the rise.
Silver Days. Are you ready for moons and millions when crypto was on the rise?
Envy in your eyes, high on my own supply. Take that crypto ride.
Oh my God, look at the bluest water you ever seen.
To an all-time high, this will change your life. You ain't
You
living
living
right.
right.
Without a bag, you
Gotta
be
be
sad,
feeling hella mad. Think about the life you could have had. If you're not watching this show,
Think about the life you could have had. I know you into that.
what?
From rags to riches, we changing the
Changing the game.
game. They call me Crypto Tales, not here for the fame.
Tells in here for the fame. If everybody can smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, guys. Here's the thing. I found an amazing read. And tonight I was like, what are you going to talk about tonight? And I was thinking, you know, we are going to give away AI Season Pass and some other things that may sound interesting. But then I was like, okay, Saturday nights I like to highlight the family a lot. But from watching the last few of my streams, I want to start my streams off with at least like some really good content as far as like something good that I ran across like that day in crypto. Like when I ran across this read right here, I was like, okay, this is real good because there was so much controversy around the Jed McCaleb and Ripple story in 2017, 18, 19, 20. Like it was real controversial about this back then. And from my personal opinion, a few situations, like a few scenarios about this Jed McCaleb and a lot of people might not even know the history of Ripple, Jed McCaleb, and Stellar. Like, trust me, I'm probably like, this is my specialty. I went so deep down the Jed McCaleb, Ripple rabbit hole. I'm going to tell you stuff tonight that nobody probably never knew about Ripple or Stellar. Because I'm like from the old school. I know it all. I've researched it all. Like, this is my specialty. Because, for one thing is, like, you know, David Schwartz credits Jed McCaleb for creating XRP and, you know, being like the first guy, and then brought on Dave, and then they brought on Roger Ver, who's like the founder of Bitcoin Cash. And a lot of others don't know, but Jesse Powell from Kraken was one of the first guys that was Kraken Exchange. We're all familiar with that. That's Jesse Powell. And there was so many emails between Jesse Powell, Chris Larson, Jed McCaleb about when around the time the debacle happened, where because it came down to a voting board. Like, you know, all the board members at the time voted to keep Chris Larson or keep Jed McCaleb. Now, you know, like, hindsight, it may have been the best decision to keep Chris instead of Jed. Because that wasn't Jed's area to really run a company. But at the same time, it's interesting how I could only imagine, and I've probably said this a few times over the years, like, imagine the day getting voted out of your own company. Like, oh, you're out of here, bro. Like, let's take a vote. Do we keep Chris or do we keep Jed? Because basically Roger Ver was a voting board member, Jesse Powell, well, it was the vote was Chris Larson or Jed McCaleb. And I mean, I'm not gonna really here to focus around the vote, what happened, who was right, who was wrong. You know, I think as a decade had passed almost, or 5, 6, 7, well, what, 8 years maybe. And then the XRP army was really upset because when this happened, Jed decided to dump his XRP because he didn't want nothing to do with Ripple. And I kind of like look back and I'm thinking, man, I'd be really pissed too. I'd be pissed too. Like, and it kind of reminds me of the Apple story, you know, where Steve Jobs, oh, love you, Dave. Shout out to Dave. Don't get me wrong, I support what Ripple did and everything that happened, but I just still feel some type of way for Jed. Like, I mean, maybe his ideas were too crazy, he was too bizarre, I don't know. Like, his wife played a big part at the time. She thought she was running the company, and so whenever you got like your wife at the company and you like your husband and wife, you should never have your husband and wife there together, because you know that right there, that's just too much. And so that could have played a big part in what happened. So we're going to be analyzing this story. But as I was reading down the story, is the XRPL, the XRP and XLM blueprint. I actually kind of got to start from the beginning, because Jed did not leave Ripple. He was assigned to start Stellar. Whoa. And I'm telling you, it was a lot of controversy around this time, because the thing is, the other drama was Jed wanted to sell Ripple for like $3 million to Stripe. And they was like, no, we can get away with it. You know, this is going to be worth bigger than $3 million. So Jed had like a behind the deal with Stripe the whole time too, which Stripe funded Stellar in the beginning, which I always covered that. And Stripe actually are board members on Stellar. So that's kind of interesting. And Stripe is one of the largest payment companies on the planet. Oh, the loot box. Matter of fact, we're going to be, I hate to jump the gun, but we're going to be giving away some loot box keys also. Bam! Good Lord, we're giving away loot box keys? Oh my goodness. Smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. I'd like to welcome everybody to CKJ Crypto News. I have been creating crypto content since 2017. the longest running XRP nighttime live stream in the history of humanity. Did we send a tweet out? I might have to do it on my desktop now. Anyway, yeah, guys, so, well, we'll run with that. But, Jed didn't leave Ripple. He was assigned to start Stellar. You were told it was a falling out. But what if Jed McCaleb split wasn't a breakup? And I'm actually going to give this creator credit. It's called, his name is Stellar News 007. Oh, didn't even follow him. Sorry, bro. So really good right up here. You were told it was a falling out, but what if Jed McCaleb's split wasn't a breakup? It was a deployment. And there's always been mystery around that. What if XRP and XLM were never rivals, but two arms of the same global plan? Let's dive deep. Interesting. Jed McCaleb helped launch Ripple. He built XRP early architect. Excuse me. But after disagreement, he left and immediately started Stellar XLM. Different mission, same core tech, almost no time wasted. You think that's normal? Good question, sir. Good question. Uh-oh. He's in the background with Satoshi. Jed's exit was perfectly timed for Ripple's institutional expansion. The early plans for ISO 2002-20022, IMF, BIS, and WEF, which I went so deep down the International Monetary Fund rabbit hole. BIS, Mark Carney, was also the governor of the Bank of England, who also said that he's a paid Ripple partner. That was interesting. World Economic Forum discussion about the future of payments. He didn't storm out. He was assigned to create the other half. Oh, is the Bex on the move? Dave Early? I hope so, sir. I hope so. No. Let me see something. I hope I'm running off the Wi-Fi. Okay, good. I was going to say. Because I was playing with the hotspot earlier, and man, if I accidentally left the hotspot on, because the way it's loading slow on my phone. Yeah, guys, I use a lot of programs tonight, too, because so I can play audio and different things. So, as you see, you're not at my house in Greece. You're at my other lab with the pen and the pad. The XRP XLM blueprint looks like a pricier move. What's that? Pincer move? XRP handles interbank liquidity, cross-border settlements, and CBDCs behind the scenes. XLM handles humanitarian aid, cash-based economies, and retail stable flows. 2 chains, 1 master design. 2 chains, 1 master design. Now ask yourself, why does Stellar sit at the table with the United Nations and the World Bank? Why does Ripple quietly work with the SBI and Bank of America and central banks? Both have access to the highest levels, and I think we cannot disagree with that. Thank you, Silver. You're a legend. I don't think we can disagree with that. That's one of the things that really excited me. And don't get me wrong, people were really upset with Stellar also when we were so excited when Ripple signed a partnership with MoneyGram. I was like, oh my God, it's on. I'm telling you, when Ripple first signed that partnership with MoneyGram, to me that was like a big in-your-face moment to all the Bitcoin maxis. We also bought MoneyGram stock on Robinhood. I believe it was Robinhood. You could buy XRP. Hold on. I don't know if you could buy XRP on there, but you could buy MGI, which was MoneyGram. You could buy MGI, I believe it was on Robinhood, and it was MoneyGram stock. So I said, let's buy MoneyGram because Ripple partnered with them. I thought it was on. And boy, was I right, because we crushed it on the MGI stock. And it was an easy access to purchase stocks. And it still accessed crypto. I think it had Dogecoin at the time, and it had MGI, which was MoneyGram. Is my computer just loading, or is the stream fine, or just getting loading from? And boy, was I right, because we crushed it on the MGI stock. And it was an easy access to purchase stocks. It could be just my iPad is loading. Am I doing any loading at all? VeChain Billionaire. I'm just curious. Why does Stellar sit at the table with the United Nations, World Bank, and why does Ripple quietly work with SBI, which is the biggest bank in Japan, basically? Bank of America, central banks, both have access to the highest levels, but operate on different fronts. If you actually make this bigger, what we got here? Bam! So you got Stellar. I mean, I'm telling you, like, as I look at this, it excites me unbelievable. because you just gotta really think back. And I hate to sound like a broken record, but I often think of 2017 because, okay, there was a split, but there was really no real partnerships. Like, we understood the technology, we understood like, whoa, this could move money more efficiently, but there was really no partnerships to boast about. Like, the MoneyGram to me and Ripple was like one of the first real validations of, okay, maybe traditional companies can use this cryptocurrency. But after that, Ripple decided that, okay, because of the security lawsuit, that they couldn't use or move XRP with MoneyGram. So Stellar stepped right in. Like, come on. I always said it was not a choice of Ripple and Stellar. It was a choice of the lawsuit that held Ripple back because of the security lawsuit. And MoneyGram still needed the same technology. And what was the same technology? Which is Stellar. So Stellar stepped in where Ripple had to fight the case. Bam. But I always still thought it was like, you know, they highlighted each other somewhat, even though there could have been drama in the office, but people in 2025 don't care about that. That it's not even a big deal no more. Exactly. So Stellar boasted at the time, well, now Franklin Templeton, which is amazing, ISO compatible, Stripe, which is an advisor to it. That's the two brothers that are pretty, I forget what their names are. Patrick Collins brothers from Ireland. They became billionaires behind Stripe. Visa's in, World Bank is in, National Bank of Ukraine. You've seen the deals where they were moving money through MoneyGram and paying like, you know, displaced individuals. MasterCard's in. So you see Stellar has some of the biggest partnerships ever. And what's the price of Stellar today? And Ripple is always just like, whoa. Like, look at some of the names they can boast. 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚. And here's one of the ones that jumped out to me right away when I first got into cryptocurrency was Andreessen Horowitz. That's because I was like, whoa, Andreessen Horowitz, A16Z, they were the first investor in Ripple and the first investor in Coinbase. So I was like, whoa, and Digital Currency Group. And that was like the big three when I first came in crypto. Coinbase, Ripple, and Digital Currency Group. And, oh man, I'm going to try to stay focused just in case I got to make clips. So who else do we see on here that they boast of? Of course, you got, I don't know, MUFG is a pretty big deal, DBS. So Ripple has a whole lot of partners. So I was like, whoa, this looks like if we got this many traditional companies signed on, maybe there is something to this XRP and XLM. Ripple started securing partnerships. And we will talk about that momentarily. I do gotta send a tweet out, let the world know that CKJ made it. Oh, Okay, there we go. Perfect. I'd like to thank everybody who tuned in tonight on Saturday night really quick for this Saturday night live stream. I do apologize, you know. It has been, Pickle passing away and all. So that was like 2 weeks where basically I wasn't here taking care of him. And when someone say why wouldn't, some wouldn't understand if you didn't have a dog that long. But Jed didn't leave Ripple. He was assigned to start Stellar. Interesting. So then from there, you know, 2 weeks of doing that, I didn't stream for like 12, 13 days, which caught me off guard. But to me, it didn't really seem like a day. I mean, I don't know. Time seemed really weird amongst them days. So then me and Jay actually, you know, so that kind of like, we didn't stream for like a few weeks, and I apologize about that. But, you know, Pickle had my back for 15 years, so I figured that I would at least have to support the lover dog and take care of him. Let's just send that out so we can get this started. So I at least had to take care of lover dog. So can I ask you guys one question? Can I ask you guys one favor? Can you smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe? Shout out to, I'm going to come back to the Stellar article in 1 second. Shout out to Mr. Zam and Team Green. I actually missed her. I didn't miss it. I was there for like for a little while, but I didn't really engage too much or speak. They had it summed up greatly. Did anybody take any screenshots? Did a lot of people change their PFP to the XBF? But right before I went live, and I do going to jump around a little bit because Team Green has been amazing when it comes to spreading the word about the bullish family, spreading the word about XRZiLLas, XBF. He's been on fire, like bullish family shirt and 𝕝𝕚𝕚𝕚. And this is actually an amazing clip. And at first I was like, did Team Green do a video again with them? Let me refresh it just in case. I was like, did Team Green do another video with them? Because it kind of like popped up as a video like a few minutes ago. I said, maybe Team Green did another video with them.
Melissa, I was running into the same.
So then I was like, maybe, okay. I was like, maybe, I don't know, I think this might have been under a video and not a YouTube short. Or maybe she just made like a YouTube short. So let me show you this quick clip. So I want to show you guys how amazing Steak and Bake is and how intelligent this guy is. And I'm telling you, with them supporting XRZiLLas and XPF and on the team, and Mr. Zam on the team out there crushing it like they do on the Friday night space and Tuesday night, I think there's going to be no stopping XRZiLLas. Get them, Team Green. Steak and Bake, Steak and Bake.
Melissa, I was running into the same problem you did, where I was giving too much or coming out like with an overload, and either it was flying over people's heads or it was just too much for them to digest, right? So recently I really started simplifying it to what people relate to. And believe it or not, it's NFTs, pictures, a PFP, okay? And I would show them a PFP or a NFT, right? And I would tell them about the project. And I would say, this is part of this kind of project.
I just noticed something. I'm going to have to make that smaller. When I made it big enough so you can see Team Green. So I do apologize for that. Here's Steak and Bake Bully.
And you get to...
It looks like, because it looks like she got like photo, somebody jumped in her photo over here and embarrassed her.
PFP or a NFT, right? And I would tell them about the project. And I would say, this is part of this kind of project. And you get to actually accumulate. Let's say the first one I did was with a Chronos chain. So it opened up crypto.com for them, you know? And now, like a year later, it opened up the DeFi wallet for them. So now they're in the DeFi wallet. So I really dialed back into an easy way to introduce, especially the younger crowd, like my daughter, my son-in-law, even regular people that I talk to, like when they see my XRZiLLa shirt or they see me walking around with the XRP, you know, I'm showing them an NFT, and this is how you get it. You open up this wallet, you download it, and then once it kind of opens up, it's like, hey, what's all this? This is the financing part of it. Now you get to invest in tokens and things of that nature. So it opens up dialogue that allows me to actually talk about it with them asking the questions, as opposed to me like overloading it from the jump, you know? So I really found NFTs being that like in the door for me. With my son-in-law, it was a gaming NFT. He's a shooter game player. So I had like a shooter game NFT. I was like, here, man, download this to your crypto.com, to your DeFi wallet. But first you got to get crypto.com, right?
Yeah.
And then you got to download the DeFi wallet. So you walk them.
Team Green knows all the steps. Teach them, sir.
Through the steps.
Walk them through the steps. Oh, that's right, guys. I forgot. I just remembered now. I was supposed to walk you guys through the steps on the Zen wallet and how to set your trust line for XRZiLLas. That just caught my memory, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to cover that. Now that I already started the story on the Ripple story, and I'm not sure.
Then once they open it, it's like, yeah, this extra crow that you have, you could stake it in here, VVS Finance.
That's around the time I first met Team Green, is when we was staking in the Chronos wallet, and good God, we was making so much basically we were staking CRO and earning big CRO a day. I'm telling you, I was earning like 2 CRO at least every other day.
Or Tectonic or something.
Yeah, Tectonic, VVS, that was
like that. So now I'm doing the same thing with the XRPL. And I'm finding...
Yeah, same thing. We're going to duplicate the success of Chronos and other chains. And now, finally, the XRP has all that capabilities. We're going to send XRZiLLa to the moon. And BuLLZiLLa's family is going to take it all the way. So, an amazing clip from 𝕝𝕚𝕚𝕚. Make sure you guys subscribe and check out 𝕝𝕚𝕚𝕚. There's actually a full video. It's kind of really good what they did here, where they made like a little clip out of they made a clip out of when Steak and Bake was on that show. Brilliant idea. Brilliant idea, Mr. Zam. Brilliant idea, 𝕝𝕚𝕚𝕚. World be free.
were coming out like with an overload, and either it was flying over people's heads.
That's that. Y'all recognize Team Green? He be on the space on Friday nights at 6.
Or it was just too much for them to digest,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, I'm not gonna show it to you again, but that's pretty much the legend right there. I guess it's really making it no bigger. Maybe I can make it bigger like this. Bam. I think it's gonna be right beside my face right there. Yeah.
So recently, I really started simplifying it to what people relate to. And believe it or not, it's
Simplify form stake.
NFTs.
Oh, is it? Now I want to create the XRZiLLa NFTs. When can we do that? Where's our NFT masters out there? Where's our NFT masters out there?
Pictures.
Team Green says pictures, like he discovered like the wheel. Like, oh, pictures. Uh-oh. I can only imagine Team Green's probably waiting to talk to me now. He's probably gonna give me a nice little lesson on NFTs and what he learned. And I actually do learn a lot from I learned a lot from Team Green for sure. And that's why I like him. He's a smart guy. In 2013, 2014, Ripple started securing partnerships. In 2013, 2014, Ripple started securing partnerships. Central banks, IMF, Dialogue, SBI, Japan Banking Elite. At the same time, Jed leaves Ripple after a mysterious internal fallout. No lawsuit, no nothing. What's that? Serious fallout, no lawsuits. No, I could beg to differ on that. And what's this right here? This is like an email. Hold on, I'll show more right here. I noticed this. Immediately launches Stellar 2 clean. Okay, we're cleaning up into that date. I agree. Dave. Okay. This is one thing, guys, that I was all into back in the day. I believe this might be the email correspondence. And believe it or not, guys, like somebody released all the emails between Jed, Chris, back and forth from what the issue was. And in the emails, it was weird because Chris kept on Jed McCaleb kept on referring to Chris as like is a businessman. I told y'all when we bought this businessman here was going to be problems because, Jed, they basically, Jed's like at the beach all day surfing and smoking. So when they brought Chris in, they kind of bumped heads. But I can see why. They're different people. But, the company this is maybe what the company needed at this time. So anyway, it looks like they got the email from Jed McCaleb and maybe to David Schwartz. It says, David, I always enjoyed working with you and thought we had a degree of respect for each other. Okay, hold on. See, the thing is, I didn't really want to go in this aspect of this. I didn't really, my aspect was some of the big partnerships with both of them. And, can we have a day where, where tribalism is really over and we can look past the in details of what happened. I don't know if I should read this. Just because I'm not really about creating FUD. But let me see. Okay, let me see. I don't really want to get too much back and forth with you. When I left Ripple, the board was 2 people, myself and Chris. When I left Ripple, the board was 2 people, myself and Chris. So 2 other people. So what, it was just Roger Ver and Jesse Powell. I left because I made the mistake of bringing Chris on as CEO and end up being unattainable to work with him for a variety of reasons. I feel like I've been extremely restrained in my criticism of Ripple despite the frivolous lawsuit from you guys. And my character, my family, actually a good person, but I think you are okay. So I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm going to stay on topic of what we're doing here. Okay, so I am buffering. That's what I kind of thought. That's what I'm looking for, buffering. That's the word I'm looking. They kind of caught me off guard with this letter in here because he kind of went with a different scenario from what I read before the stream here. Because I kind of just went to like the most. Well, I guess you gotta hit the more on each one to go open it. Versus I was reading across the main topic of it. Like these ones right here, which I'll cover for this video. In 2013, 2014, Ripple started securing partnerships. We covered that one. Jed leaves Ripple. Stellar launches with IMF partnership. See, this is what I read. Jed leaves Ripple. Stellar launches with IMF partnership, which is International Monetary Fund. RippleNet expansion during SEC silence. 2018, 2022. Okay, hold on. Okay, these are the actual dates here. Okay. 2014, Jed leaves Ripple. That was 2014? That would be like, okay. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. It kind of felt like it was really close to the time I was in crypto. Jed leaves Ripple, Stellar launches RippleNet expansion. 2018 to 2022, UN quietly uses Stellar blockchain-based aid. 2023, Ripple and Stellar position globally. It gets deeper. Stellar helped pilot digital IDs, CBDC, stablecoin cash outs, and global humanitarian payouts before 2024. I agree, because they've been using this technology in a lot of like wild scenarios. Ripple is setting up private CBDC ledgers for governments. Both sides of transactions are being locked down. Basis trending. CJ gave away like 500 million Shikaka on our morning live stream, and we streamed for 3 hours. Was it? No, 2 hours. 2 hours, 𝕊𝕠𝕨. That's what I'm saying. Is my thing? Is it me? Is my internet here? Buffering. I swear I'm looking. They kind of caught me off guard with this letter here, because my account looks clear now. But if you guys are saying buffering, it's just too much of a coincidence. It possibly could be buffering. I mean, there's nothing in the background playing, right? I guess I showed the 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚 article. I can get rid of that. I can close that. And another video is playing. Nope, sales video. What video is that? Y'all want a sneak peek at crypto retirement? Oh, and that's the thing 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕝𝕚. It's no big deal. Don't worry. Miss Cinnamon's in the building. What up, Miss Cinnamon? I see you join our Telegram. Is Miss Cinnamon here? Telegram, thanks. Happy Saturday, Anger Scum. For joining our Telegram. Look, guys, this is a sneak peek at crypto retirement right here. This is Devon NRG showing major love to the Bulls family and CKJ, BuLLZiLLa from beachside. Look at that water. Look at how many people are out on the beach right now. Like right now, there's probably somebody on the beach right now. Lots of people on the beach right now. But even though it's dark, but you know what I mean. There's people like enjoying life. Devon's out there making the best out of life. It's no big deal. Watching CKJ from the beach. Woo! Don't worry. Miss Cinnamon's in the building. What up, Miss Cinnamon? I see you join our Telegram. Thanks. Oh, there goes Devon NRG, Elizabeth, 𝕊𝕠𝕟. You can even read 𝕊𝕠𝕟's comments on here. Mr. Zan, let us hold something. To Devon. Yeah, Devon, what's going on? Devon been taking them calls real serious. Join our Telegram. That's what it is. That's what we should have captioned. Devon NRG hits crypto retirement because of CKJ's calls. We bullish. You got that right, sound, Devon. So right there on that, right there. Just want to show you that. XRP and XLM have built two fronts of a new financial system. XRP RippleNet, used by Santander, SBI Remit, and 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚, and ODL on-demand liquidity, moving billions across corridors. XRP Ledger used for 𝕊𝕠𝕨 stablecoin pilot. I remember that. That was like a big deal too. 𝕊𝕠𝕨 stablecoin project was one of the first announcements of a nation wanting to use a stablecoin, because there was no really back then there was no talk of really stablecoin. So here's where I didn't hit earlier. Show more. XLM. No, this one I think a lot of individuals might have missed XRP, but I'm telling you guys, I think you got a huge opportunity to still get like nice size bags of Stellar. Because what, XRP is $2-3. You know, if it depends if you're wealthy or not, depending on how many you can get. Bitcoin back to 94,000. But if you go to, okay, so let's first look at XRP. Is at 220, rise 20 cents. That's why XRZiLLas been on fire. But 220 on XRP, and XLM is at spot 14 and 29 cents. So right now, this is almost like, oh, you could have got XRP forever for 40 cents, 50 cents. Right now, you can get XLM for 29 cents. But I recall XLM trading sideways forever at what, 10 cents? You know what's crazy is earlier I was having kind of issues with my computer with my live stream with Jay. I'm kind of XRP. I'm telling you guys, I think I'm concerned is it because I'm telling you I've had this computer for now maybe 6 years, 5 years, 6 years. I've had this computer for quite some time. Let's go to the yearly on Stellar. I mean, even that right there. Come on, Stellar. You could have bought Stellar all day for 9 cents, like all 2024. Look, people are gonna be mad as hell at themselves. They're gonna be pissed. For real, has been free the whole time. The one thing I keep doing is, it's got to be, that's kind of weird. It might be my computer. I don't know. I'm gonna do a good clean on it, more cleaning, and I don't know. We'll see about this weekend. We could have bought Stellar all 2024 for 9 cents. I actually issued a Stellar challenge last year. I believe it was last year. I said I'm issuing the Stellar challenge, and make sure you buy 1 XLM a day between now and 2030, and you will have crypto retirement on January 1st, 2030. Bam. No doubt about it. So you can retire in I looked at my clock like I was gonna give you the exact day in second. What exact second? You can retire in 5 years. No, actually 4 years, 8 months. No, hold on. Yeah. 4 years, 6 months. A little over 4 years AI cat. If you start buying XLM, 1 XLM a day right now between now and 2030, January 1st, 2030, crypto retirement. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Sorry, people are talking like institutional rails. That's massive, trillions of dollars. They're actually targeting Swift liquidity. So, you know, XLM and also is pretty doing really good at retail, because what MoneyGram would be like a retail, right? Together, you're witnessing an enormous opportunity. Together, they're winning a silent reset. Together, they're winning a silent reset. I like that picture right there. I have to pop that out and let me see. Does it cover the whole screen? That could be a good thumbnail. Oh, I like that. Put that right there. I might use it. I have to go find it. So right now, Stellar's at 29 cents per lumens. Oh, and not to mention, guys, I think Stellar's going to 10 bucks easily. Stellar's going to $10 because Ripple's already at $2 and there's a total supply of 100 billion XRP. Jed McCaleb burned half the supply of Stellar. There's only a 50 billion supply. So right there, whatever XRP goes to, I know Stellar's going to go to. So if XRP's at $2, I think that shows you Stellar could go to $4. It could even do not. I'm not going to say it's going to double XRP, but you see the hypothetical math I'm using. I'm a genius behind the scenes. Tell him Eric OG. Eric OG knows, he's been a member for a long time. How you doing, sir? So the max supply on lumens is only 50 billion. The max supply on Ripple, did I say lumens or XLM? I have a habit of calling Stellar lumens because actually I'm from the era where it wasn't called XLM, it was called lumens. It was Stellar lumens, for those that don't know. They kind of rebranded to XLM. I think the X is started happening when it started being ISO compliant. I think the X means ISO or something like that. But anyway, so if you go to the website on Stellar, let's check out their website. I haven't checked it out in a while anyway, because I kind of wanted to flip it around a little bit tonight, because we do cover XRP after dark. But I mean, I've always been a Jed McCaleb fan, I will say. Stellar is where blockchain, and it was kind of, guys, I'm from an era where you really couldn't have been a Jed McCaleb fan. I had to hide my love for Jed back in the day. I was like an undercover Jed lover. Oh my God, you know, you could not say that in 2018. You would get booed off the stage. Like, what? You like Jed? But my thing is like, okay, like back then, they put a lot of responsibility on one individual. Like Jed had to be what, the creator, the guy that goes into meetings. Like Jed don't go into meetings. He's a creator. Like he's like the guy you keep in the basement. So they did bring on. It was a smart decision. They needed the face of the company, a guy that, you know, grew businesses before. And Chris Larson was the face and person they needed at that time. It was real unfortunate what happened to Jed. He got voted out, but, you know, they were ready for the next phase. And so, but I often think, well, I don't often think, I was thinking before live stream, what would happen if they said, man, hell with that, we're just going to back Jed. He's crazy, but we'll back him. Because Jed went off to create Stellar, and he still made $2 billion. So does it matter who your face was at the time? Because really your idea was so innovative, it didn't really matter. But at the same time, Ripple did have the lawsuit eventually with SEC, which I always said was the plan. That was the plan. They needed to get clarity sooner for XRP. And what's the best way to get clarity is we need a federal lawsuit. That's the best way. That's the only way. Like we can't say, without a judge deciding and saying, yes, this could be used as a currency. So the whole time, that was the plan, even back as maybe 2015, 16. Matter of fact, around, we needed more. We needed like a sign off of a federal judge. Because, well, wouldn't that still be a federal judge if the sign off from the Treasury Department? I'd look back at it. But what's unique about that is Katie Hawn was the federal prosecutor at the time. Now Katie Hawn is also a partner with Andreessen Horowitz and raised the largest woman endowment in crypto. Does Katie Hawn know something? Stellar empowers builders to unlock human and economic potential. Let's just go right to the good stuff. I'm already getting too talked out. MoneyGram Circle, like look at that. MoneyGram Circle, Franklin Templeton, Fireblocks. Fireblocks makes everything official. This is Crypto.com's partner. This is like your company right here that watches all the transactions. They're watching every dollar. It's called Fireblocks. And they got big times with the government, I'll say that. And they're backing anybody's who's who is a partner with Fireblocks. Ripple, Coinbase, Crypto.com. Anyway, Franklin Templeton right here, one of the oldest mutual funds in the U.S. that also got wind of the technology. To see Circle in here is a pretty big deal because that's your USDC connection. It makes it all real. And it's even more amazing because I've been following Circle since Banking on Bitcoin, which is an OG film where Jeremy Allure was in Banking on Bitcoin. And he was like kind of big in Banking on Bitcoin. Now he's like real skinny. But of course you got the United Nations here, WisdomTree, more mutual funds, like Stellar 8 Assist. Like this is like, there's like a lot going on here. It's way better than 2017. They wasn't talking like this. Leadership. We're just going to scan this. Oh, Dundale Dixon. Smart move by Jed. By the time the Chris Larson thing happened, Jed already knew that, you know, I think they all grown and come to accept maybe what happened because he knew that, oh, man, I can't run this business. I got to have somebody else that has business skill. And that's what he even said during the interview. Like, I don't run businesses. Like, I build businesses. I build things. Like, as far as, like, taking it to the market and all that, like, that's other people's. That's why teamwork makes the dream work. Mr. Zam, Devon, Stake, True, Crypto, Pool Player. Shout out to Pool Player. Who's that right there? That's, I thought that was the girl from Leaf Global. Because it looks just like the girl from Leaf Global. That would have been weird if she was back on the team. Because, shout out to Leaf Global. We haven't looked them up in a while. What happened with Leaf? As far as that's like another under radar project that runs on Stellar. Leaf Global. Did they change their name? No, it's gotta be Leaf Global, right? Leaf Global. Leaf Global. Did Leaf Global change their name? It was called Leaf. Maybe it wasn't called Leaf. Maybe it was something else. Can't really recall. It said she worked for Ripple and Stellar, and she created. I believe it's not a Leaf. I'm not talking about SHX either. As far as Tammy Camp. I'm talking about the CEO from Leaf. It looks just like this. You might remember that project's name. Okay, so Candace Kelly, David, Danielle Dixon, Jed McCaleb, Jerry Rice, Justin Rice. Oh, they got Jed McCaleb 2.0 right here. Justin Rice, Chelsea him. He knows everything. Oh, Lisa McNew. Keep her away from Jed. I'm just messing with you. Liz Ray. Oh, shout out to Liz. My mom's name was Liz. Nick Barry. Tom Weller. Oh, Tom Weller. We see him a lot through like Stellar Clips. Board of Directors. Oh, guys, here's 𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚 Wu. 𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚 Wu is also president of the Solana Foundation. No, hold on. Is 𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚 Wu? No, hold on. 𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚 Wu. I believe she is. Yeah, 𝕚𝕚𝕚. I mean, I don't know. I believe she is the president of the Solana Foundation. I believe. Jed McCaleb, of course. Ronald Lemos, professional, internal, and public affairs. Ginger Baker, VP, Meta. Oh, hold up. Product of Meta. Hold up. Meta. So Stellar, that ties directly to Facebook. This is a new one, right? Yeah, and this guy right here is directly from Coinbase. Oh, he's the president of MoonPay now. This guy used to work at Coinbase too. And now he's the president of MoonPay. A lot of these big wigs, I'm telling you, this guy right here worked at Coinbase. I gotta show you. Just to back up my statement. So we're looking at the Stellar team and, you know, some could say conspiracy theory of Ripple Stellar partnership, Coinbase. Ajia Zia Coinbase. Let me see. Okay, Ajia, he's Coinbase new president and chief operating officer. Okay, so one time he was the president of Coinbase. Because I remember he replaced the one lady that I met in 2019 at Consensus, and I was upset about that. She was like really good. He's the former president and chief operating officer at Coinbase, where he scaled the company 40 times. More than $1 billion in revenue and closed funding at $8 billion. Before Coinbase, he was a partner at A16Z, which is Andreessen Horowitz, where he helped the highest potential investments scale faster. See how deep we get down the rabbit hole here, guys. This is why we've been creating crypto content since 2017. and down the rabbit hole on the biggest opportunities in crypto. Advisor Patrick Collins, CEO of Stripe. Don't Google Stripe and see how big it is. Sam Altman, he's the one behind OpenAI, right? Sam Altman, yeah. Sam Altman is also behind ChatGPT, also, right? If I'm not mistaken. 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚, founder of AngelList. Matt Wig, WordPress, director of Apache. Keith Roberts, general partner of Founders Fund. Founders Fund is Peter Thiel and PayPal. General partner of Founders Fund. I'm telling you, Founders Fund is big money. Don't make me look up Founders Fund. Alright, I'll show you that one right there. Good God, makes me want to get more lumens. Founders Fund, say Peter Thiel. Is it T-E-I-L? Peter Thiel? I probably spelled that wrong. Okay. Peter Thiel Founders Fund. This is the founder of PayPal also, and is a partner of Elon Musk. And actually, he's at the White House now. Hold on, ain't Peter Thiel at the White House now? Peter Thiel is an American entrepreneur investor. He co-founded PayPal and led it as a CEO. He took it public. He made his first outside investment in Facebook. I'm telling you, Peter Thiel knows. This guy is like connected to anything that's big. His net worth is $18 billion. Good God, Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel is an American entrepreneur investor. He co-founded PayPal. Okay, so we got the whole Founders Fund team. Where's my girl from here? Hold on. Keith Rabo's Founders Fund. I guess, where's Keith at? I know you're on here, Keith. Scott, John. This could be a big team. I see a lot of faces. A lot of faces, but where's Keith at? Oh, okay, I thought that was the guy on Google. Just looking at the team really quick on Stellar. I hope everybody's an amazing Saturday night, so thank you for being here at this moment. Oh man, I think the team got a lot bigger than, let's guys just Google his name, guy with this, blah, blah, blah. Let's Google his name with this. Make this. You know what, I'm gonna have to go back, I believe, because I'm gonna have to put Founders Fund with his name. Oh my God. Founders Fund. I remember I used to do research like this all day long. Okay, so we already know Peter Thiel was with the Founders Fund. Now we just want to tie this guy. We don't even really have to tie it. We don't. I mean, I think we can take Stellar for their word now. The Founders Fund was it Keith Rabos. Okay, Keith Rabos. Okay. You on a Monday through Friday show? I'm being super serious. I do. Like, I went back and watched a couple videos, and I realized a couple things that we kind of got away from deep dive research a little bit. So Monday through, I think I've been showing everybody. Actually, I don't know, we did the video maybe Thursday, Friday, but I went straight into the news. As soon as the show started, straight into the news. So from now on, for people that don't have a lot of time, make sure you hit that subscribe. We're going to go straight into the news Monday through Friday. I'm going to bring you the top 3 articles that's going on, whether it's trending news of the day or a hidden gem I found. Every day on the daytime show, it's straight into the news. I'm not going to do no shout outs or anything like that till after the news, because I want to bring the value. And then after that, we can talk, mingle, and all that good stuff. And for those that might not have a lot of time, they might have to get back to work or something, but at least they cover the top 3 articles. How's that plan sound, True Duple? Oh, Andrew L. Did you drop a prayer for me, sir? Huh? When you drop the prayer for me, it bounced back to you. Because they're like, God's like, oh, he needs no prayers. This guy is blessed. He's blessed. He's already on the right frequency. He's out here bringing the gift to the world. Thank you, Aaron L. You're a legend. Real world assets are moving to Stellar. They're using Stellar blockchain to power peer-to-peer clean energy, trading, microgrids, and economic inclusion. Maybe Jed's exit from Ripple was not a fallout. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a fallout, maybe it wasn't. But the timing was too perfect. Right as XRP positioned itself for banks and institutions, XLM launched for the masses. 2 chains, 2 missions. One global financial reset already in motion. Woo! If you want to see how deep the XRP XLM blueprint really goes, make sure you guys subscribe to the show. We cover information like this daily. And shout out to the guy that really did put a lot of good work there. That was a pretty good story as far as I'm gonna stick to his scenario for tonight. Shout out to Stellar News 007. I'll even put your link in the chat for Stellar News, especially. That was like a big thing back in the day. If you would like give the guy credit for like their research, like okay, so maybe I got too many shows pulled up here. I went to the website. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oh, tails. There goes Stellar News 007. Don't forget to shout me out along the way, my guy. VeChain Billionaire. I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark. I am BuLLZiLLa, the Hidden Gem Hunter. I cannot thank all the mods and members enough for all their hard work and dedication to the stream. It means the world. Thank you, Angus. Tell them, sir. We need some more likes out there. AI Cat in the building. I can't thank you guys enough for love and support tonight. Let me see. What else did I want to cover real quick for tonight? Okay, we covered the main article. Okay, Devon NRG. Bro, Devon, much love to you. I hope you're having the best vacation ever. Thank you big time for your support for XRZiLLas, CKJ, and also in our Telegram. You guys are on fire with the news in the Telegram. I think like once a week or so, we're going to start doing news straight out the Telegram only. Like, I got this out the Telegram because Devon, there'd be like some really good news in there. So, and also one thing, this individual, Mr. Zam, oh, he got the XBF PFP on his screen. Oh, no wonder my iPad's about to die. Oh, that sucks. Oh, yep, it died. No big deal. We're going to get out of here. Mr. Zam. Let me see who's here. Mr. Zam must be watching the draft. The draft's going on right now. Oh yeah, the draft is going on right now, ain't it? Okay, what do we got here, Mr. Zam? Mr. Zam, thank you big time for all your support, bro. I appreciate it. There goes the XBF PFP that everybody's supporting it, changing their PFP, which is, I call it your emoji, but they call it the PFP, I guess, so to the XBF. And of course, where would we be without this guy right here, TG, Team Green. As far as Stake and Bake Bully, XRZiLLas is up top. He's on fire with that, and you're crushing it, bro. They did an amazing space last night. And they got a bunch of spaces planned, guys. Link in the description for Team Green. Oh, and shout out to this entity here, XPMarket. Let me talk about this real quick for like 5 minutes. We're going to get out in like 5 minutes. Because I did kind of tell everybody I was going to explain how to get your XRZiLLa trust line set and what wallets you have to use. Because maybe individuals don't know. So I think I'll take 5 more minutes to cover that. Oh, the draft is over? Yeah, you know I don't watch football. Oh, are we glitching? Are we glitching like that? Are we glitching like that? You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? Instead of, you know, shout out to XPMarket. You know, we did just get our... We did just get our... How do you tell video playing? No, tell video's paused. We did just get our official check mark for XRZiLLas and XPMarket. This is where you get all your hidden gems on XPMarket. I mean, this is where you get all your hidden gems on XRPL is XPMarket. Now, one thing I'm going to get more back into is as far as like some of the APYs they're talking about as far as what they offer through like they got loot box keys with the new AI season. It's amazing. Yo Farmers Assemble. There's 250 loot box keys up for grabs. 250 loot box keys. The top 50 yield farmers will share a prize pool of 250 loot box keys. Just farm up. How to enter. So, and this is what I'm saying. We're going to need individuals. I don't care if it's $5 worth of XRP and $5 worth of XRZiLLas. We need all individuals to set their trust lines for XRZiLLas and double side into the pool. So whether it's $5 XRP, $5 XRZiLLas, and just put that in the pool. And then in return, you're going to earn daily XPM. Bam. Daily XPM. Mr. Zam is the man. Tell him, True Duple. Bam. So how to enter. All you got to do is provide liquidity in our platform. Farm like a boss. Reach the top 50 leaderboard, which I'm going to really get more into this. I like to get on that leaderboard to like really get some real rewards. So I'm going to be getting back to you on my campaign to be the main on the leaderboard. That's my goal. I want to get on the leaderboard. Now, what? We may be able to get in the top 40, 30, 20, 11. I don't know. We might be a big dog. I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see. So, all right, I put it up on this phone. Okay, even though my iPad died, I kind of wanted to see the chat. I want to see if it's still like loading. Oh yeah. Come on, this is craziness. You know what I'm gonna do? I think everybody should smash that like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment on the video. Shout out to XPMarket. On XPMarket, once you hit your XPMarket link, it's gonna bring you to the swap on XRPL, which this is XRZiLLas right here. I guess I gotta show AI Cat before we go. I wouldn't feel right if I didn't show my legendary brother AI Cat, which is the baddest asset ever created on XRP. AI Cat, woo, 18% AI Cat. Bro, first gringo, you gotta buy a big bag of XLM. Yeah, I'm only gonna talk to you guys for like the last 3 minutes. You gotta buy a big bag of XLM. Anybody got any comments, questions, or recommendations? I like that when I rewatched the stream the other day. Has anybody got any comments, questions, or recommendations for the show? And comment right there in this chat. Mr. Zam, I hope you have a good night, sir. And you know what I'm going to do, guys? We're going to do a surprise live stream tomorrow night, because I'm going to clean my computer big time tonight. And we're going to do the giveaway tomorrow for the AI season and some loot box keys. Because so tomorrow we're going to give away AI season pass, and we're going to give away some loot box keys. And we might even give away some XRZiLLas. So make sure you guys smash that subscribe and join. Hit your notification bell. We'll probably have a surprise live stream maybe tomorrow at 8. Now this, okay, the Team Green doesn't go live. Now, do they have a space on Saturday? I mean Sunday? I think maybe this steak was in maybe Salem's space. VChain Billionaire. VChain Billionaire is OG big time. Gringo says, my bag is stacked. No wonder he's saying he's ready for them. Because I just really felt that sometimes we hate on projects because of this or this happened or this happened. But really, we want to look at things logical as our, you know, what's going to help us reach financial freedom so we can have more time to spend with our family and friends and see the world. I think that's like the most important thing to me is financial freedom. Well, it's not the most important thing is not financial freedom. The most important thing to me is seeing the world and enjoying every second of my life. Because, and I'm not saying party is having fun. I'm talking about like, okay, like for example, 6-8 on the stream we did earlier, they talked about, you know, a younger individual that got sick. Like just imagine the stress of that or being sick. Like to be healthy and to enjoy each moment in life, like that in itself is priceless. And that's what I mean, to be healthy and able to travel or, well, to be healthy is priceless. But we need money so we can see the world. So you get that? Yeah, you get that. So now you get the point on that exactly. So I hope you have a good evening. Much love, Gmail Brown. What else we got? Oh, don't forget XCT, which is X-Tails token. Bam! AI Cat's pumping 18%. AI Cat's always on fire. Uh-oh. XCT flip green. XCT. What about the Blue Crew at the 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕤𝕤? Me and Jay did like a 2-hour stream earlier. I couldn't believe that. 2-hour stream. On the monthly, 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕤's up 20%. $5 per 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕤. You know one that jumped out at me earlier and I was like, damn it. Drop coin. Because Drop was at $10 and now Drop is down to $5. But it was showing Drop. Oh, Drop must have really rocketed today. Damn, Drop rocketed today. But if you kind of think about it, it's down. When I checked Drop this morning, it was only $2. Let's go to 426. Yeah, 424, 425. See, $2 right there. When I checked this other day, it was still like $2. Maybe it was yesterday. It could have been, it might have been yesterday morning. But it was at $2. And next thing I know, I'm checking it back, it's at $5. But it was also pumping 90%. So these are hidden gems on XPMarket. It's like your DeFi swap for XRPL. XCT Sleeping Giant. Bam, Mr. Zam. You're on fire, sir. Oh, that's not, I can't pin in the chat. I'm not logged in on that phone. So here goes like the loot box. So over here to your left, you got your like rewards, your season, your loot box, your farming. So if you click farming, I'm just going to show you the options. Oh, yeah, you got connected to the farming page. So Okay, so this is actually what it does. Matter of fact, it's showing you the rewards right here. So here's the thing about joining XPMarket. Link in the description. Use my XPMarket referral link. Do you get anything for that? I think you do, because they said referral link. They didn't have that before, because I remember talking to them about it. But anyway, so use my XPMarket referral link. But you can earn XPM every day on XPMarket. Like, to explore the top 100 tokens on XPMarket, you're going to earn 1 XPM reward. Woo! Did you hear that, 𝕝𝕚𝕨? I know you're like, he's like, man, 𝕝𝕚𝕨 and 𝕝𝕚𝕠𝕨 only. Remember I used to do the 𝕝𝕚𝕨 and 𝕝𝕚𝕠𝕨 challenge, 𝕝𝕚𝕨 Billionaire. 𝕝𝕚𝕨 was a real big deal. Matter of fact, Dana White just joined 𝕝𝕚𝕨. 𝕝𝕚𝕨's still a big deal. But explore top 100 tokens. You're gonna earn 1 XPM for that. If you do 50 NFT swipes, you're gonna earn 1 XMP. So you're gonna hit the link in XPMarket. Place a DEX market order. So actually, yeah, I think they got one thing. If you swap 1 XRP for XPM, you get like rewards. Complete all daily tasks, you get a 5 XPM reward. Whoa, interesting. So these are rewards you can get on here every single day. This is a page I haven't looked at in a long time, the airdrop page. It's here require. Okay, so they want you. Okay, they must want you to be logged in and look at the airdrops maybe. So you got your season over here, which is going to be, okay. So these guys, tomorrow I'm giving away a $25 value. So wait one more day for anybody that wants to buy this, because tomorrow you might be a winner. I'm giving away a $25 value tomorrow night. $25 value, and we'll throw in some loot keys on there. Oh, got a couple connections these days. It's like, nah, stop. You know, we got like had to get like a deal box or something. No, I'm just messing with you. So portfolio, meme pools, AMM, automatic market maker swaps. So this is where you do your swaps for any asset. Say you want to swap. Oh, we haven't looked at this feature in a while. It's okay. Say you want to swap XRP for XCT. Oh, I hit XRP on accident. This is the last thing we're out here right now. I hope we're having an amazing night. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. So, okay, XCT. So, say you want to swap just 1 XRP. Let's just say 5. 5 XRP. Woo! That's a sweet deal right there, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So, for 5... Whoa! I believe that's $1 million, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, for 5 XRP, you can join the Millie gang. For 5 XRP of 𝕝𝕗𝕗, which is $10, it puts you right in the Millie gang. Imagine having 1 million 𝕝𝕗𝕗s. I know everybody out there needs to buy at least 1 million 𝕝𝕗𝕗s. And so that'd be a $20 value. Yeah, definitely y'all need to do that. You buy $5 worth of 𝕝𝕗𝕗s, and then you'll have $5 worth of XRP, so it's going to be $10 on both sides. So you're going to put $10 on XRP and $10 on XCT into the pool. And that's going to set you up to start earning some nice XPM rewards. But we're also going to need you to do this. I haven't done this one in a while. It's been a while since I did this with XBF. Let me say. Oh, blue check mark on XRZiLLas? Okay. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so say you want to buy $5 in XRZiLLas. No, it's not $5. 5 XRP is $10.85. So you're going to be $10 in XRP. You're going to swap $10 for, and you're going to get 289,000 XBF. Good Lord, that's a nice size bag. You know what sucks is I can't really remember the data from before. And that's kind of like the gift and the curse. The gift and the curse is like, to me, it seems like an amazing deal each time. In which I know I probably historically, I can't recall what it was before with the numbers we played with, but I'm not sure. You probably would get, man, don't get me started with the math. My brain is, but now I look at this in the future. $10 is going to get you 289,000 XBF. So we need you to put $10 in XRP and $10 in XBF into the pool. You know the best way to do that is, look, all you have to do is when you hit XBF up here. So if you hit XRZiLLas up here, it's going to show you all the pools underneath of it. Yep, that's how you do it. So say you're going to search the assets on XPMarket, and say you want to put XBF and XRP into the pool. So you're actually going to click XBF XRP, and it's going to actually open it up. Is it going to open it up here? I believe it is. Oh yeah, perfect. Wow. Okay, here we go. So instead of doing the swap, you have the deposit feature. So it actually is going to show you how much XBF you got and how much XRP you got, and then you slide this over depending on how much you got in each. So this is what we need individuals to do to help XRZiLLas, and maybe we can be on, because actually I'm going to do this tonight myself. I'm going to deposit some XRP and XBF in here tonight also. So if anybody else has time out there, we need you to at least put $5 worth of XBF and $5 worth of XRP. Or $10, that would be nice too. 50, 20, anyway. So once you provide XBF and XRP to the pool, I've been noticing it flips it green. So depending on how many different individuals do that, we might be able to do something. So now, if you deposit just XBF, it's automatically going to do a sale for you. So you got to be really, not really cost with that. Say you buy, I don't know, 1 million XBF and you deposit just XBF. It's still going to split it and break it down 50-50 for you. So if you deposit just the XBF. Now, I'm telling you, I don't think you should do one-side deposits, because the thing is, you should already have your XRP, because if you just do the XBF, it's going to trigger a sale for, it's going to sell XBF for XRP. So even though you think you're like really helping, you're not really. Because you're, I'm not going to say not really, because technically, I guess it's helping, but at the same time, you still did a sale of XBF. So you sold XBF just by putting XBF in the pool. You understand what I'm saying? They've been going too deep on this, 𝕊𝕠𝕘𝕚. You know, one thing else, we're gonna start getting into some a little bit more depth of this pools and the voting rights and the top wallets, and Team Green's working on a lot of things behind the scenes. Now what happens if you deposit just XRP? Is that good or bad? Because they say double-sided deposits and withdrawals. But what if you go just XRP? If you go just XRP, then that's gonna buy XBF. So hold on, would that be right in all scenarios? Oh, Miss Cinnamon in the building. Yeah, guys, my apologies for if I got any winners on here that didn't get paid yet. You know, I ain't with the winners. You know, it does take me an extra day or two. That's why I used to like it when Team Green already had the XBF, and he's like paying the winners even before I went live. Everybody got paid right away. I think it's not a question of, I don't think people, like, they know I got the crypto, but it's just, I don't know. It's always something going on. But my goal will be everybody will be paid before Monday. So definitely all tomorrow. I know, my fault, I'm sorry. So, what happens if you just one-side XRP? No, hold on, can you just one-side XRP? Okay, because if you one-side deposit just XRP, I think you can, yeah, because you're going to deposit, there's the 50-50 deposit if you deposit just XBF. Now, if you just deposit XBF, I think I just uncovered something else. But maybe not really, because, okay, they say never double-side deposit. Okay, only double-side deposits and double-side withdrawals. But what if you're only, or never single-side deposit? So, but what happens if you're single-siding XRP? Or what happens if you're single-siding asset versus your asset? It's automatically going to buy your asset. So that can't be true. You don't want to single-side the asset that you're supporting. Like that you're holding out, you want to go up. Like, don't single side XBF, because then it'll sell XBF. But if you single side on the other side, they'll buy your asset. That might be a really good way for people to get XBF. I never thought about that. I'm gonna try that. I gotta try that. Can't you so say somebody wants to purchase XBF, why can't they single side XRP on the pool and then automatic? Okay, say for example, if you got 10,000 XRP in your wallet. And instead of saying, okay, I'm going to go buy XBF, I know I don't want to confuse people because this is wild. Say you're going to go buy XBF, which, you know, will help it because it'll show a buy, and then you double side it into the pool. But say, okay, I want to buy XBF, but I'm just going to deposit XRP in the pool, and it's automatically going to buy me XBF. Because then when you go back to, like, say, okay, you deposit only XRP, then when you go to try to withdraw your XRP, you're only going to be able to withdraw. You'll be able to withdraw, and you can withdraw your money from these pools anytime, guys. Like, you can put your money in today and withdraw it tomorrow. But the thing is, like, if you deposit just XBF, you're going to be able to pull out you deposit just XRP, you're going to pull out XRP and XPF because it sells it for you. Wait till I run that scenario past Dean Green. Like, oh man, that's why I'm who I am. I always say if there's a flaw or something else to be found, I'll find it. It's like, you know me, I'm always like analyzing things a little bit differently. I'll get back to you guys on that. So we need some deposits in the pool. Okay, so let me see. Please don't do that though. What, don't single side XRP? Oh, am I frozen like that too? Am I like frozen completely? I'll get out of here. Am I because I look like I'm frozen down on the phone. Guys, I love you guys. I hope everybody tunes into tomorrow's show.